So what we're talking about today, like I've mentioned before, is we're talking about video marketing within your plumbing and HVAC business. And we're going to start off by sharing why video marketing is so important and why it should be part of your overall online marketing strategy, how you can put video marketing into place for your plumbing or HVAC business. And I know I'm saying I want to keep this within 10 to 15 minutes. I might go on the longer side of that today because I want to talk about the different types of videos that you should create, specifically how you can create them with the technology that you already have without having to hire a really high-end production crew. And then most importantly, what you can do with them once they're created to really maximize the impact of those videos. So, we'll start by talking about why video is so important. And really, there are a number of reasons, but the main thing is it's going to increase your exposure on the search engines, giving you more placeholders for the keywords that are most important to you. It's going to enhance your SEO effort by driving great visitors to your website and more relevant links to your website, and it's going to help to improve conversion. So once somebody gets to your website, if there's good video on the homepage and the subpages, that's going to resonate deeper with your potential customers and will help convert more of those visitors from just browsing your page to actually picking up the phone and calling your office. Now, one of the slides that I guess got deleted was YouTube is the second most searched search engine that there is. And so obviously number one is Google, but number two is YouTube. So if you think about Bing and Yahoo as the other major search engines, there's actually more search happening on YouTube than there is on those other two engines. And there's significantly less video content than there are web pages on the internet. So you really have a huge opportunity by creating relevant, quality video content, putting it up on YouTube and the other video sharing sites to connect with people and answer their questions and show up as they're looking for what you do. So I talked about the fact that your video now can show up in search with the image next to it, and you can obtain multiple placeholders on Google for the keywords that are most important to you. And so here's a screenshot just visually representing what that means. So this company, Shamrock Plumbing in Orlando, really likes to focus on repiping. He's the repipe guy in that area. And if we type in a search on Google for Orlando repiping, you'll see that his video shows up there. That's Mark. And if you click that link, there's an image in the results. If you click that link, it takes you straight to a video where he's talking about why you would want to repipe your house, what options you have, and why you might want to choose his company for that service. And so you can see if you do this right, if you optimize your videos correctly, I'm going to be talking about that throughout the course of the presentation, you can start to have your video show up in the natural search on Google, which is extremely powerful. It also gives you the opportunity to have more placeholders for the various services that you provide. So in this case, his website is optimized for Orlando repiping, and so it shows up in organic search on a couple of different pages, but then his video also shows up as well. And you can see examples of this for a variety of keywords that not only will your website show up, but your video that's been correctly optimized can show up in that search as well. And so here's another example, company that works that operates in the Easton, Pennsylvania area. We type in Easton sump pump repair. Right there on Google, you can see the website ranks first, and then there's a video below that. So whether your video ranks number one, number two, number three, most of the time you'll notice that the video gets a much higher click-through rate. And the reason is that there's a large image representing what that video is. And so, if you just think logically, where are you going to click? A static piece of text, or are you going to click on the image? And so a lot of attention goes to those video results. If you do what I'm going to be explaining throughout the course of this webinar and this training, you'll be able to know how to do these videos, optimize these videos to show up just like this for you in your market. So the other thing that we can do with video is we can enhance our SEO efforts. And obviously, we wrote the book on internet marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors. I do a lot of training on search engine optimization, how to drive inbound links. But links are critical. And by creating good video content, you have the ability to drive inbound links from high-level video sites like YouTube and Vimeo and MetaCafe back not just to your homepage, but to the sub-pages on your website. I always talk about you don't just want to have home, about us, our services, contact us. You want to have a page for emergency plumbing and a page for drain cleaning and a page for water heater repair. And so by having videos that link to those pages, that's going to help with that SEO effort. Also, you're going to find that video content on your website and on the pages of your site actually reduces your bounce rate and improves the time on site. And so these are SEO factors. Bounce rate just means somebody gets to your page and they click back immediately or they browse away. And so Google looks at that as a saying that, oh, well, this page must not be that relevant for that page. And so if the majority of the people that get to your site click off and leave right away, your bounce rate's high. And so Google's going to start to show you less prominently in their results. And that's part of the Google algorithm. The other thing is time on site. So if somebody gets to your page and they stay there for 10 seconds and then move on, it might not get treated like a bounce the same way, but Google is looking at the time on site. Where if you have a video and they take the time to watch that video, and that video runs 30 seconds or it runs a minute or it runs 3 minutes, they watch the whole thing, that's improving your time on site. Even if they only watch just a couple seconds of the video, you've captured their attention long enough that Google really is going to start to see your site as being more relevant. So don't get confused by the notion that having video on my page automatically improves my SEO. That's not necessarily the case. But having people stay on your page longer and not bounce off, that does impact SEO. And so here's just an example of how you can drive some links with your videos. Now I'm going to go deeper on this, but here's an example of a YouTube channel on The Clean Plumbers, which is a plumbing company in Tampa. You can see in the description area that I'm pointing to on the screen, they've added a link, thecleanplumbers.com. And so this link now follows from YouTube to their site. And that's a relevant, high-impact link. And you can do the same thing, not to the homepage, but to the subpage, like the water heater repair page or the drain cleaning page. And so here's an example, Shamrock Plumbing again. We looked at his video insert for repiping. Now, if you got to the Shamrock Plumbing website and you saw right there underneath the first block of text a nice video of the owner about to say something to you, and you're in the market for plumbing or HVAC services, probability is that you're going to click that video and you're going to watch it right there on the homepage. And that again that's how you're improving the time on site and reducing the bounce rate. People like to watch videos. It's very rare that you're going to see a video on subpages, but you'll find that if you do have that video content on the repipe page, on the water heater repair page, people will take a couple minutes to watch it, even if just because it's unexpected. It's more interesting than text, and you can hear someone talking about that specific topic. Here's just another example, and I always recommend your homepage above the fold. Above the fold being you don't have to scroll down to see it. You just pull up the page and that video shows up above the fold. You want to put a video there, and your homepage should be an intro video about who you are and what you do. But again, having that is going to improve on-page site time and reduce your bounce rate. Now, the other thing that it does, we talked about the fact that video gives you more placement in search. It's going to give you better SEO because you've got the links from the video sites and you're improving your time on site and reducing your bounce rate. But the other thing that it does that's probably even more powerful than any of that other stuff is that it's going to improve conversion. You could have the best SEO strategy in the world, be driving hundreds of people that are looking for your plumbing services to your homepage or to your subpage on a daily basis. But if it's not converting, if people aren't picking up the phone and calling you to hire you for your services after they get there, you're missing a major opportunity. And so one of the main things that having video and intelligent video on your site is going to do is it's going to improve conversion. The fact is, video resonates with people. They like it. They get to know, like, and trust you before they call you, especially if you follow my strategy of Rather than creating this super corporate video, if you create authentic video of your team or the owner or your service manager talking directly to the camera, connecting with you on an emotional level, answering your questions and giving a strong call to action, that's going to improve your conversion rate. It also gives you the ability to connect with the different modalities. So everybody thinks in a different way. Some people are readers, and so they'll just get to a page and they'll read all of the content. Some people are listeners, so if there's the opportunity to listen to something, they'll listen to it. And other people like to watch. And so by having video on your website, obviously combined with text, I'm not saying to abandon text, you have the opportunity to connect with those different modalities. Some people will watch the video and just connect with that, and they wouldn't take the time to read just a plain text web page. And so again, here's a company in Brooklyn, New York. If you get to their site and you see the text, but then you have the opportunity to hear right from the owner of Petri Plumbing, you're going to click that. And if he says something that's relevant to you, if it connects with you and you feel like, man, this is a real guy, he runs an authentic plumbing company, he's going to make sure that he provides good quality service, he really stands behind his product. I mean, let me just ask, do you think you're more apt to call him than somebody else who doesn't have that type of messaging on your website? Obviously. And so that's why video on the site is going to improve conversion rate. It's going to make your phone ring more on the same number of visitors. So now how can we leverage video? We understand that it's powerful. We understand that it's going to improve our SEO, that it's going to help us get more placement on the search engines, and it could potentially also help with conversion. How can we leverage it? So what we want to do is create simple videos about your company, your services, and the most frequently asked questions that you get. You're then going to take those videos and you're going to upload them to YouTube and other video sharing sites and syndicate them to your website and your social media profiles. What type of video should we create? Well, I always say people resonate with people. So keep it simple, be real, be personable, put your real face on the camera or the face of someone that represents your company. Be to the point. I mean, it doesn't have to be a 20-minute video. I mean, we're talking about 30 seconds to 3 minutes long, enough to get the message across for that specific topic. And don't overthink it. So, I mean, don't feel like you have to go out and hire a high-end production crew in order to make this happen. Because the reality is, you can create video using technology that you already have. Don't have to hire a high-end production crew. Don't have to go out and buy an HD camera. If you've got an iPhone, if you've got an Android phone, even if you have a webcam, you have the ability to create good enough video content. And you don't have to have high-end editing software either. YouTube gives you the ability to upload just a regular video and edit it right within the system. And by edit, I mean you can crop the beginning and the end. You can put your phone number down in the bottom area of the video, as well as a link to your website. Or you can use a simple editing software like iMovie, which is free with the Mac, and Movie Maker, which is free with the PC. So I'm not recommending that you go out and hire a $10,000 video production crew, and I'm not recommending that you buy a lot of high-end technology. Use the technology that you have, your iPhone, your Android phone. Stand in front of a camera with your truck behind you or with your sign behind you and talk to the camera and talk with the people that are visiting your website, because that's going to resonate the best. So what kinds of video can you or should you create? You could create just about anything you want, but the ones that are going to be most relevant are the ones that pertain to your services. So the first video I want to recommend you make is a intro for your website. And that can be just as simple as, hey, thanks so much for visiting the, Tom's Plumbing website. We specialize in providing plumbing services to this area. These are the things that make us unique and why people tend to choose us. We love the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call right away at the number below, and we can have somebody to your house to resolve your plumbing issue right away. Just a simple video like that, it should be part of your plan. You have to have that one. It's not even an option. Make it happen. The other videos that you want to create are videos for each of your primary services. So And again, this ties right in with my SEO strategy that I defined for you. You want to make sure you have a page on your website for each one of the services that you provide. So you don't just do plumbing, right? Within plumbing, you've got emergency plumbing, you've got drain cleaning, you've got water heater repair, you've got tankless water heater installation, you've got bathroom remodeling, and all of the other things that you do. And if you're an HVAC company, you've got AC repair, AC installation, vent cleaning, all of those services. So make a list of the services that you want to attract more business in and shoot a brief video about each one. Now, the other piece of content that you can start to get involved in that is also powerful, but should be maybe a phase 2, would be your frequently asked questions, or FAQ. Make a list of the questions that people tend to ask and create a little video about it. You know, things like what to do in the event of a plumbing emergency, why you would want to consider tank versus tankless water heaters, the benefits of trenchless sewer replacement. This is common information in your mind, but the average consumer doesn't know. So creating a little video explaining these types of frequently asked questions creates great video content for your YouTube channel to be syndicated to your social media profiles and or uploaded to your blog on your website. So now that we know what types of videos we want to create, we know that we've already got the technology to create them. You know, what should we say? Should we have a script? Should we not have a script? Well, I feel like you want to be natural, you want to be authentic, and you want to be real. Some people have to have a script. They just don't feel comfortable doing video outside of a scripted, methodology. But I feel like if there's any way you can get in front of a camera and just speak naturally like you would to a customer about that specific service, that's going to work best. And just a framework of how you could do this, I put a little script up on the screen. Obviously, you're going to have access to these slides after the presentation if you want to download them. But something like, hey, at XYZ Plumbing, we provide a full range of plumbing services to the specific area, whatever area you're in, or whatever specific service this video is about. Have a brief description of what you do in that area. And then if you're in need of this service in your area, we can help. Call our office today at this number. So your drain cleaning or your emergency plumbing page might say, at Tom's Plumbing, we are experts in emergency plumbing services. When you've got a plumbing emergency, you need somebody that can get out to your house right away. You don't want to sit around. You don't want to have to call 10 different guys. You just want to feel confident that who you call is going to get out within a reasonable period of time. They're going to resolve the issue and they're not going to overcharge you. Well, we specialize in providing emergency plumbing services to the whatever area. We have technicians that can get out to your home within 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll make sure that you don't get you get priced fairly. So if you'd like to talk with us, if you'd like to have us get a technician to you right away, give us a call. You can reach us at this number. And as a matter of fact, if you reference this coupon code, Emergency Plumbing Video, we'll knock $20 off your repair. Simple video like that for each one of your services with the call to action telling them what to do, and if you feel comfortable with it, referencing a discount because they referenced it, will go a long ways. So, don't overthink this. Think about an intro video. Think about the core services that you offer. Shoot a quick 30-second to 1.5-minute video about each, and you're ready to roll. So, what are you going to do with the videos once you've got them? So you've shot your video, now you've saved it out from your phone or from your iPhone onto your desktop. Now what you want to do is you want to set up a YouTube channel. And you set up a YouTube channel at youtube.com. You want to upload your video, name it correctly and intelligently. So I'm going to talk about that a little more specifically in a second, but the idea is don't call your drain cleaning page drain cleaning. Put it in the terms of how somebody's going to search. So if somebody's looking for drain cleaning services, they're going to type in your city drain cleaning services or something like that. So you want to name the video when you upload it to YouTube. You want to title it, Denver Drain Cleaning Specialist or Denver Drain Cleaning Services. And then put a description with a link to your site. So, visit us online at yourcompany.com/drain cleaning. And then have a description about what you do, which kind of resonates or repeats what was in your video. So some YouTube best practices. When you set up your channel, make sure that you give it a city plus service name instead of just your company name. You can add tags with keywords to it. So don't just leave that tag area blank. Spend some time. Put your city plumber, your city plumbing, your city AC repair, your city HVAC contractor in the tags. Make sure you use your name, address, and phone number in the description of every area that you have on your YouTube channel, because this is a good citation source. If you were on any of my Google Maps or Google Places optimization training, you know that citation development is critical, having your company name, address, and phone number referenced consistently across the web. And so this is a great place to get citations by putting your name, address, and phone number in the description, not only on your channel, but in your videos as well. And make sure that there's an image avatar with your company logo. So don't just leave that the little shadow guy. You can update that and put your logo, or put a picture of the team, or put a picture of the office or something like that. So here's some visual representation of this. If you log into YouTube, you create your channel, which is just as simple as 2 steps. You'll get an email, press confirm. But once you're in there, you can go to the My Channel settings, and that's where you can make some of these updates that I referenced on the previous slide. So right there you can see if you don't have your logo updated, it's going to show just a little shadow character. You want to click change and choose your logo. Very simple step. Right there where it says your company name, it's going to default to something basic, like whatever your email address on Google is. So you can hit change there and update it to say your city plumbing or your city AC repair services, and then a dash and your company name. This gives you the opportunity for your YouTube channel itself to show up for your keywords in search. And then you've got the opportunity to add your channel keywords. And that's where you can type in things like your city plumber, your city plumbing, your city drain cleaning, and of course put your company name in that channel keyword section. From there, there's also a section where you can click about your company and put a little description about your company, who you are, what you do. And you can get as creative with this area as you want, but the main thing I want to make sure you do is you put a description of your services. You add your city in there. So if you're in Tampa, you put Tampa. If you're in Lakeland, you put Lakeland. If you're in Los Angeles, you put Los Angeles. Put your phone number, and again, restate your name, address, and phone number. Citations are important. Having this in the description area is a powerful citation source. Always put your name, address, and phone number the same way on your Google Map listing, on your YouTube channel listing, on your Angie's List listing. That way you've got consistency across the web for improving the probability of ranking in the Google Map listings. So now let's talk about video tagging best practices. So let's say you created the inventory of videos I recommended. You created an intro video, you created a water heater repair video, you created a drain cleaning video. Now, how do you tag those videos to maximize the opportunity to ensure that you're going to rank well in search? So the first thing you want to do is you want to have your keywords in the title of that video. You want to have a description that includes the http:// before your web address. So in the description area, you can put in, we're a full service plumbing company. We serve this area. This is our name, address, and phone number. But you want to have at the very top your website address, and it has to include the http://. The way YouTube pulls in this content, if you just put www.yourcompany.com, it will show there, but it won't be clickable. If you put that http://, now you have the ability to for somebody to click on that and go straight to your page, and also to get the link authority from having that link back to your website. Choose the screenshot, add video. So I'm going to pull up some screen representation of this. So whenever you upload your video, this is what you see. The ability to control your title, the ability to control your description, and the ability to add tags. So that title area, again, don't call it your company name. Don't call it drain cleaning. Don't call it water heater repair. Call it your city plus that service and then your company name. So title that the same way you would title the way somebody would search. So if it's your core one, you might want to call it, if you're in Lakeland Plumber dash Samco Plumbing, whatever the name of your company is. If it's the emergency plumbing page, your city emergency plumber plumbing services dash company name. That's really critical, guys. I mean, having the right titles on your video, it's what's going to make it so that Google can search against it and make it so that Google can put it in search results for those keywords. The next thing you want to do in your description is you want to have the link at the very top. The first thing you always want to do is place that link back to either the home page or to the specific page that you're talking about. So if it's the drain cleaning page, don't put a link to your drain cleaning page. I mean, don't put a link to your home page. Put a link to that drain cleaning page. And again, the http:// yourcompany.com. Make sure you've got that http://. Below that is where you add your your tags, and within those tags you can put in your city plumber, your city plumbing, your city drain cleaning, and everything in between. And so Lori's got a question, and guys, I'm here. This is live. If you've got questions, put them in, and let's capitalize on this opportunity that we have to interact. So Lori asks, what if there's over 20 cities in our service area within a 25-mile radius? What city do we use in the title? Well, that's why you want to create videos for each one of your cities. And so, this could get complicated, right? I mean, it could become time-consuming, but if you're like Lori, I know that you're in California. There's a lot of little cities in the area that you operate in. You want to start with your main city. And so in every market, there's an anchor city, whatever that means. So in Miami, it's Miami. And yeah, there's 10 little cities. There's Kendall, and there's Palmetto Bay, and there's Pinecrest. And you want to target those at some level, but you want to start with where the most search volume is, which is that main city. And so you create a Miami plumbing page, and a Miami drain cleaning page, and a Miami water heater repair page. In your case, Lori, if you want to rank for each one of those, then you want to create a video for City 1, video for City 2, video for City 3, video for City 5, and title it that way in the title. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's any other answer to that question. I hope, Lori, shoot me something back just to confirm that answers your question. But I don't think it's a good strategy to try and put like 5 or 6 cities in there, because then it's going to look too spammy, and it won't accomplish your goal. Does that answer your question, Lori? Well, if anybody's got questions, you've got the question box there. You can also raise your hand, and I'll see that you've raised your hand. Lori wrote, yes, definitely. Should the content be the same? So she's wondering, all right, so now I'm going to create 20 different city videos. Should the content be the same? It shouldn't be. No, I don't think so. It can be similar, but it shouldn't be. You don't want to just say that same video 20 times and upload it and then rename the title. You should have whoever's on the video say, if you're looking for a plumber in City 1, we're experts in providing these services, and this is what we do, and this is why people choose us, so call us today at this number. And then create another video that says, if you're looking for a plumber in City 2, this is what we do, this is why people choose us, etc. So, can it be the same script per se? Yes, but you don't want to use the same exact video. And there are some ways that you can take the one video and just crop out the beginning and change what you say at the beginning, and you can get creative with that. But for the most part, what you want to do is you want to create videos for your main city plus plumber and plumbing, and then cities for the sub pages that you want to operate in. So she says, "Well, we have some work ahead of us then." That does help, though. Good. I'm glad it helps. Keep the questions coming. I love to, I love the fact that we can make these interactive and I can answer you guys' questions live. Okay, so that's it. Update your title tag, put your description, and then put your tags. And that's how you can optimize these videos and start to get what I was showing you before, where you can show up in search, you can show up in YouTube search, and it's very powerful. Okay, so then the other thing you want to do is you want to go into the advanced settings. And so those were the basic settings. When you click that advanced section in the top right hand corner, you get an advanced settings section. And this is something that you might not realize, but it's extremely powerful, that you can set the video location. And so right within that advanced section for every one of your videos, you want to put in a geo modifier. And so that might be the address of your office. From a Google Maps optimization perspective, if you want this video to be used to drive citations and you're going to maybe put it in your Google Places or your Google Plus local listing. Now that drives context as Google spiders from that video, which is posted in your Google Plus local page, back to this video, which is hosted on YouTube. Now you've got geo-modified information behind that video. So definitely take the extra step, hit the advanced setting, and put the address behind it. So Cynthia's got a question, so I'll answer this. Cynthia says, what about linking to other videos for how-tos, for example? Our technicians introduce the company and introduce a how-to video on Ask How. I like that. I like that idea. So you're saying, you do one video and then below it link back to another video that is a similar topic or that answers a specific question. That's a good idea. It's a good strategy. I'm sure that from a user perspective, it would be powerful. So yeah, I like that, Cynthia. I think that's a good idea. At the same time, still do link back to your homepage though, because now you're getting the ability to drive those people to a landing page that you want them to, and you definitely want to put your name, address, and phone number in that video. But yeah, it's a good idea to cross-link to some of these other videos. And there are settings within YouTube where you can actually link right within the video to link out to another section or to another video. So good question, Cynthia, and I think that was a great point. Okay, so now that you've updated your video and you've properly optimized it, you got your title right, you've got your description right, what can we do with these videos? Where are we going to leverage them? Well, the main thing we want to do, the SEO piece of what we're doing has kind of been squared away because now it's in YouTube and it's optimized correctly. But to really get the benefits of that conversion component I was talking about, we need those videos on our website. We need those videos on our social profiles. So the best way to do this is to copy the embed code and post your video right on your site. And so the intro video gets embedded on the home page, the water heater video gets embedded on the water heater page, the drain cleaning video gets embedded on the drain cleaning page. And the way we do this is right within our YouTube channel or YouTube account, we can go to the video manager and we'll see a list of all the videos that we have. And we can click on the video that's for the specific page we want to link it to or we want to embed it on. Click on it. And then we have the option where we can click the share button and embed button. So if you hit share and then you click on embed, you're going to get this little piece of code. And that's what I have highlighted on the screen. It goes from iframe to iframe. And it is a specific code for that video. And then you can copy and paste that code. Either go right into your website's HTML and paste it. You can send it off to your web company. If you have a web company, say, hey, I want this video added to my drain cleaning page. And the way it looks is something like this. You would need to go into the HTML portion of the site and paste that code right in. And now your video can be embedded and will show up on the page itself. That's what we really want to do with these videos. And of course, we don't have to just limit ourselves to YouTube. There's a lot of very well-known video sharing sites that are out there. So you can take your video and you can upload it to Vimeo, you can upload it to Vidler, Metacafe, Dailymotion. And what's happening now is now you've got video content that is hosted on many different places. Of course, YouTube is the powerhouse and that's where you want to start, but you can syndicate those videos to second-tier video sites and get that link juice back to your page. I've even seen some of these other video sites show up in search. So your Metacafe video could potentially show up in search as well. And so, again, I've gone more than my 15 minutes here, guys, and I hope that I hadn't seen anybody dropped off, so I hope you got value from it, and I know it went a little bit longer than these are typically going, but I've got a step-by-step instruction document that you can go to plumberseo.net/video, and there you can go in. It's a free document. You'll have access to these slides. That way you have the visual representation of how to implement